Alright guys, we are back in my garage for another video, and today we are going to be talking about how we can fix this issue. Yeah, see, as you can tell with my helmet closed and with the visor down, it fogs up pretty quickly, which is pretty annoying while I'm driving my car. And I think I have found a solution that should avoid this from happening. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what it is, talk about how it works, and then I'll try it on my helmet to see if it addresses this little annoying problem. So hopefully you guys find this video useful. Now, as always, for everybody that's new to the channel, I create these videos to help keep you updated on the latest developments in our community, as well as discuss technical topics so that we have a better understanding of how our engines work. So if you're interested in more videos like that, be sure to subscribe because there will be a lot more coming out in the future. So this is the product that we're going to be trying today. It is an anti-fog insert made by WePro, and I will post a link in the description to where I bought it. It's my Amazon link, so if you guys purchase with that link, it does help support the channel. But I wanted to try this because after talking to some people that I know that race a lot and have really high quality helmets, I wanted to understand what the difference was between my helmet and theirs that prevented their helmets from fogging up on the visor. And that's when I found out about this. So let's go ahead and open it up and see if we can figure out how this works. All right, so here's the package. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. So here is the visor insert. And it's actually pretty ingenious how this works. I originally just thought that this was like a film or something that you put on your visor, but it's actually a really hard piece of plastic. And if you look around the perimeter, let's see if we can focus here. If you look around the perimeter, you'll see there's basically like a bead of silicone all the way around. And what that does is that seals this up against the visor to help avoid fogging. Now it does also come with some instructions, so you can read through this if you need more information on how to install it. But let's go ahead and hop over to my helmet and try to get this on. So to start this off, the first thing that we need to do is remove the visor from our helmet. All of them are going to be a little bit different, but on mine, I basically just remove this little screw on both sides. Take your time, so hopefully you don't scratch it up too much. And it should come out pretty easily on both sides. Then we also need to remove this little pin. So on mine, it's an Allen key. And so again, just slowly unscrew that from both sides. And then once you remove both of those, the visor should basically just come straight off. Try not to lose anything. There we go. And then the visor comes off. And of course you're smarter than me, so you're gonna put something soft down so you don't scratch up the lens too much. So now we want to just prepare the visor, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down. I have some cleaner that I use on like windows and my windshield and stuff. And we're just going to wipe all this to clean off the surface as much as possible. And then once you get that clean, you want to go back with a dry towel and just make sure that it's completely dry. So same thing, just make sure there's no moisture or residue or anything on your visor. So that should be good. Now the next thing we're going to do is basically prepare the visor for install. So it's kind of hard to show at this angle on the camera, but you're going to take off the red tape on this. So let's see, which side does it peel? There we go. So peel that off and just set this aside for now. And it says take off the remove sticker. I don't know that this is super critical, but we'll follow the instructions. There we go. And then this is going to help us position the actual insert. So what you want to try to do is basically place this on your visor so it's centered and level. Am I doing this backwards? Let's try this again. So yeah, you want it basically in the middle of the visor and check both sides to make sure it's like even. This is too far to the right. So we'll peel it up and reposition. And just kind of go back and forth until you get it to a point where you like it. Oh, it's not sticking because I didn't remove the other remove sticker. So yeah, remove both of these and that'll help it actually stick onto the visor. So now I've got it to a point where it's pretty centered. I had trouble because the writing up here isn't centered, so definitely want to remove this so it doesn't affect my OCD, but if you check both sides, it's pretty much an even distance from the edge. And now you flip this over and this becomes our alignment mark. So you can line up everything with that crosshair in the middle. So we'll take our insert, bend it so that it has more of a radius than your visor. And then place the crosshair down and it says press on the middle to make sure everything is lined up. And then you'll work your way outwards. And just run your finger all the way around the edges to make sure it gets a good seal. It's not perfect down here, but should still work. And then yeah, now at this point we can peel off the blue tape and peel off the red tape again. And if you want to wipe it down again to get, that residue off, you can, but this is how it looks once it's installed. So you can see it if you're looking for it, but otherwise, it's still just a clear visor, not obviously showing anything that would make it like obstruct your vision or anything like that. So just a quick test, since I saw people do this, let's see if it works. See how the fog is only outside of the visor? Oh, this is going to be good. Let's go ahead and get this reassembled. All right, let's see how well this works. So I'll put my helmet on. All right, and then we'll put my glasses on. All right, moment of truth. Let's close the visor. Now this is much better except for one little problem. My glasses still fog up a little bit, but the visor is much, much better. Now, the reason why this works this way, I actually found out, like I said, from talking to one of the guys I know that races a lot, and he mentioned that his visor is dual pane. And basically, a lot of more expensive helmets come with visors that already have this feature built in. So mine is pretty cheap, I just get it for lapping and track days, but they didn't really have any visor upgrades that replicate this design. But the whole goal is to have that dual pane so that the inside and the outside panes have an air gap that prevents it from getting that extra heat transfer. And by managing the temperature of the visor, it helps reduce or eliminate the actual fogging on the inside of the visor. So I think this is a good product. I definitely feel like it's going to work even better once I start driving and, get some airflow in the car and everything. But that was something that always kind of frustrated me. And I'm excited to try this out this weekend at the track. So let's head over there and we'll see if it works even when I'm in the car. So I did my track day, and as you can see, I was able to do it with my visor down. It worked so much better. I had absolutely no issues with fogging up, and so this is just a product that I highly recommend. It's completely mechanical, like I showed you with how the design works, so you don't have to reapply it every track day or anything like that. It just kind of works. So again, if you want to support the channel, use the link in the video description. But other than that, I think that's it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below.